Coming up on this week's episode of Delaware News, a new club on campus,
a little something that's sure to put you in the Thanksgiving mood,
and of course, your question of the week.
Stay tuned to find out more.
Good morning, Delaware. I'm Colin Smith.
And I'm Jake Newby, and this is your Delaware News.
Let's head on over to our weekly bit of Let's Go Clubbing with Todd and Bergeson, where we'll check out our newest club, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Hello, I'm Tavin Bergeson, and I'm interviewing Taylor Shepard about the FCA Club, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Can you tell me a little about that?
Yeah, so our club is basically a place to meet, and it's to unite two passions, which is faith and athletics. We want everyone to join, and everyone's obviously welcome because we have a guest speaker every week, and the messages they give can relate to anyone.
There are things that happen in our lives that cause us to distrust people. There's things that come in our lives, things that people say that cause us to doubt, to question whether or not that person is going to be there for us.
So how'd your last meeting turn out?
It went really well. We had 100 people show up, which is awesome, and we had free pizza like we will every week, and Tyler Swaney was our first guest speaker, and everyone loved him. We have different guest speakers every single week, and this week, this Thursday, will actually be Kelsey Seaman.
There was one guy missing, and his name was Thomas.
Our meetings are the first and third Thursday of every single month.
All right, Delaware, that's FCA Club for you. And you stay golden, Eagles.
Thanks, Tavin. The FCA meets today at both lunches in room 306. With Thanksgiving coming up next week, Colin is here to show us how to make the perfect Thanksgiving meal.
Without further ado, here's Cooking with Colin. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Colin. I'm your host, Colin Smith, and today we're going to be cooking a Thanksgiving dinner, so let's get started. So first we're going to tackle the hardest part of any Thanksgiving meal, the turkey. Now most people will experiment with different recipes, but I found that just having turkey on the table does the trick. So I bought a pound of sliced turkey from my local supermarket. So before we put our turkey in the oven, we actually have to add the stuffing to it as well. So what I've done to prepare stuffing is I've actually taken my favorite childhood stuffed animal and just cut him right open. So we're going to take that stuffing and then we're going to put it underneath the turkey, kind of stuff it in there a little bit, just so it's really nice in there. And then we're going to move on to the oven. So remember to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Kelvin, of course. So we're going to leave that in there for about 2 hours. Now that we've handled that, we're going to move on to the cranberry sauce. So my favorite recipe for cranberry sauce is simple. First, what you're going to do is pull the cranberry sauce that you've already prepared out of the fridge. And then you're going to place it on the table. Alright, let's move on. Now we're going to be making my favorite part of Thanksgiving, mashed potatoes. So first what you want to do is get your peeled potatoes and then cut them up. And a lot of people argue about how long you want to cook your potatoes for. But I think that about 2 days is alright. So to save time, I've actually started mine on Tuesday. Let's go check it out. So if we take a look here, we can see that they're almost done. We're going to leave it in for a few more hours. So let's move on. Now anybody knows that Thanksgiving isn't Thanksgiving without a pie. But every year I run into the same problem. Everyone has a different favorite flavor of pie. So to fix this problem, I've decided to actually put them all together. So what we're going to start with is some apple slices, stick with the classics. And then your pie can differ to your taste, but I like to add in, some chocolate, some banana, and of course some broccoli, a spatula, assorted electronics, some Windex, and of course, a pumpkin. So it looks like our potatoes are finally done. Alright, so now we're going to check on our stuffing and turkey. So let's see what we got. Oh, awesome. You can see that the turkey's actually coming really nicely with the plastic coating. You can tell that your turkey's done when it has this nice little label on it. And that's it. You've made the perfect Thanksgiving meal. Spend some time with your families and remember to give thanks. Have a happy holidays, and I'll catch you next time on Cooking with Colin. I should probably stick to anchoring.
Yeah.
As many of you probably know, there are many opportunities this Thanksgiving season to give to families in need. Take a look in the description below for links to organizations where you can give back.
Where'd you even learn to cook like that?
Good question. And speaking of questions, let's head on over to Question of the Week with Samuel Simonson.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving carol?
It would have to be Forbies by Borgore and Jeezy.
Have you never gone Thanksgiving caroling?
No.
No? What about you?
Jingle bells?
That's your favorite? That's Christmas. Don't be silly. We're talking about Thanksgiving here. You don't have one? You don't like caroling for Thanksgiving?
No, I don't like carols. I'm more of a Judy fan.
If you could choose a food to eat instead of a turkey for Thanksgiving, what would it be?
A pig.
Marshmallows.
Bacon.
Bacon wrapped around bacon.
Don't be ridiculous.
Baconception.
Bacon by itself, why do I need to wrap it in anything?
It's true.
Chocolate chips.
What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Solitude.
These huge muscles.
Nice, Gunnar. Want to show us how many push-ups you can do?
Yeah, I got this.
1, 2, 3.
My family.
Yeah, my family, my friends.
What did they ever do to deserve your thankfulness?
2008, 2009, 2010.
Gunnar, that was only 5 push-ups. Why are you participating in No Shave November?
What's that?
It's where you don't shave for November. Are you not participating in that?
That's a ridiculous question.
I'm not participating in No Shave November.
Oh, you're not? What about you?
I'm not either.
Oh, that's...
You know what I'm thankful for? Our amazing news team.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Del Oro. Have a great Thanksgiving. I'm Jake Newby.
And I'm Colin Smith. And you stay golden, Eagles.